Salvete omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek. And it's time for another Mega Man game. We have a bit of a cutscene here. In the year 21XX, all the Mavericks have been neutralized thanks to the efforts of a Reploid scientist named Dr. Doppler. Using his neurocomputer, he has been able to suppress any abnormal behavior in the Reploids and prevent them from going berserk. And ominous electric guitars. Many of the most advanced Reploids have gathered near their new mentor and founded Doppeltown. Doppler Town? Perfect utopian community. And as we all know, these things never last. With Dr. Doppler guiding them, the world seemed ready to enter a new golden age. But then, plot happened. After a few months, like I said, ominous electric guitars, the Mavericks who were supposed to have been neutralized by the neurocomputer suddenly appeared and began to riot. In Maverick Hunter headquarters, all the intelligence indicated that there was a big D on the screen and Dr. Doppler was the mastermind behind the invasion. Soon the call went out to X and Zero to destroy the invading Mavericks and to bring Dr. Doppler to justice. What else is new? They look rather action-y in that screenshot. Maverick Hunter X and Zero, dispatch! A few hours later, emergency contact was made by the headquarters of Maverick Hunter, because there's apparently only one of them now. And something's getting bombarded. Some kind of building. This is the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. Must be a pretty important guy. We are under attack from the Doppler force. All units return to base immediately and return fire. Following the lightsaber principle, apparently the red shots are the bad guys and the green shots are the good guys. So yes, we are playing Mega Man X3. The last one released on the Super Nintendo. And we're skipping that. So here we are, Mega Man X3. I do quite like this game. I wouldn't call it my favorite in the series. It is my brother's favorite, but it's pretty decent. Of course, I like all the Mega Man X games. Now in the options menu, you can configure your controls, which is a really useful option to have. Why don't more games have this? Especially like modern games, I mean. Well, anyway. Yeah, you have a shoot button, a jump button, a dash button, and 2 weapon select buttons. No secondary shoot button yet. Oh yeah, and you can change the sound from stereo to mono, I believe. Yeah, but why would you need monaural? And we have a password screen. Same format as the first 2 games. We have an array of 16 numbers that can be 1 through 8. And naturally, we have the game start option, which of course we use to start the game. And start the game we shall. Our intro stage starts off with the scene in the sky, continuing from where that initial cutscene left off, with those flying insect helicopter things getting shot down, and apparently X and Zero hopping a ride on one of them to take it down. So we're outside the headquarters of Maverick Hunter, apparently. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. ready. So, it's intro stage time. Mega Man X has the same moves as before. He can dash, he can jump, he can shoot, he can charge up and shoot half-charge shots that don't do any more damage but have a bigger hitbox, or he can charge all the way up and shoot, well, fully charged shots, and I actually quite like the way his fully charged shots look in this game. And we have 16 units of health, and we have a menu, and 2 lives, well, technically 3 lives, 2 extra lives, and we can't exit the stage, because for one thing it's the intro stage, and for another thing we haven't beaten it yet. We have some new enemies in this Maverick Hunter headquarters. These guys aren't terribly threatening in open areas like this. Those guys, oh yeah, naturally, that's a health pickup. Not that we need it now, since I haven't taken any damage yet. Yet, I emphasize. This ain't a perfect run here. Just ignore that guy, but let's shoot him anyway. And in this room we have a message, apparently. Mac, where have you been? Well, now that's not very nice. You are far too trusting, X. I'm now a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our forces once you have been shown the true destiny of the Reploid race, i.e., brainwashed. And we have a magnet that's apparently powerful enough to lift human-sized robots. So X has been taken away. What do we do now? Well, now we get to play as Zero. He has a bigger health bar. He has different looking charge shots, and if you charge up enough, you can actually shoot 2 charge shots. And if you charge out towards Zero's green, you get 2 charge shots and a Z-Saber slash. Yeah, playing as Zero is pretty fun, but sadly you don't really get to do it much. This is the only game where you get to see Zero's sprite in 16-bit, at least in full action. I guess he does technically appear in X1 and 2 as well, but not in the same way. Also, these guys are a little on the annoying side, but... oh yeah, and he cannot double jump yet. That wasn't added until X4, and even then you had to get it as a special weapon. Interesting thing about Zero in this game is you can actually call him in. Ow. Now, these spike balls always alternate sides, so when you see one fall down on the left, go to the right, and vice versa. And as I was saying about Zero, as I may decide to show off in a bit, you can actually call him into a stage when you're playing as X, but you can only do that once per stage, and you can't take him through boss doors, and he has only 1 life. So I don't really use Zero much in the game. Well, I don't really use Zero at all, but it's an interesting thought, I suppose. There's X, and there's Mac. And we defeat him by using Zero's new abilities. That Z-Saber actually takes out half the health of anything, including bosses. Not that we can tell from fighting Mac, because he doesn't have a health bar. But let's free X from that magnet, and be on with our life. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. Also, his name is not Mega Man. Classic Mega Man is Mega Man. This is X. Not the same thing. And we have another boss door. Oh yeah, I forgot to comment on the music. Oh, the sky's getting dark. That can be a good sign. And cue layer switch shenanigans. And cue typical intro stage boss for a Mega Man X game. He's huge, but not all that threatening. And yet, this is probably one of the more difficult intro stage bosses, because those arms can come out a little quickly and unpredictably. If you've ever seen the perfect run video of this stage, you will have a good idea of what I mean. But if you're not trying to do it no damage, this thing is nothing. Mayo the Giant, I believe his name is. And pieces of him fall all over the place. And since we're no longer using Layer 2 for the boss, we can use it for the background again. Looks like we've swept most of the enemies out of here. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. And teleport out. And we get ourselves a password. And with that, we get the typical stage select screen. We have 8 Mavericks to choose from this time. As always, we have Blast Hornet, Blizzard Buffalo, Gravity Beetle, Toxic Seahorse, Volt Catfish, Crush Crawfish, Tunnel Rhino, and Neon Tiger. But we needn't worry about those just yet. I'll be starting on those stages in the next episode. So I will see you then.